What's going on, internet? Been out here in the garage tearing down the front suspension, getting ready to put that contraption into the Z. We'll deal with that later. But as I had the front tore down, I wanted to do a quick overview and review. It's kind of like a 3 year later review of these T3 arms that I've had installed here. So what I've noticed is that this bearing right here has seized, and it'll move, but it takes some force. Now, this has only got about 2,000 miles on it, and I took the other side apart, and that one is also in the same condition. This heim joint is not one that came with the kit. I replaced that with my own before I even installed it. This heim joint on this side is fine too. Now, I'm not exactly sure what caused this to seize, as it doesn't really sit in the rain or anything. It's just kind of in the garage. That is not the only spherical bearing on this car. The rear end is full of them with the GK Tech arms, so I haven't had any problems with them, and those have been in here for I think 7-ish years. So I'm gonna try and get these loosened up with some WD-40. But one thing I did notice, and I'll show you on the other side, because these arms, the bearing is seizing, this one moves nice and smooth, but what's actually happening is this bottom nut here is becoming loose, and play here is because it's not tight, and that's the only way it's actually turning is because of that. I'm gonna see if I can get this fixed, and I may have to start adding some oil or something to the top of these at regular intervals to stop that from seizing. Maybe water sitting on the top of here or something, because I mean it does get driven in the rain sometimes, but not very often. But I'm a little disappointed that them bearings are acting like this, because these should be dropping down. I mean, it's taking force to get them to even move. So I'm going to tighten these up. I'm going to spray some WD-40 in it and try to work them back and forth and see if I can get them to come back to life. Otherwise, I'm going to have to press them out and replace them. All right, I've been working at this for a while now. I can get it to move up and down. I've got the nut tight, and then you can see where the threads have been wearing into the spacers there, but I cannot get this thing to rotate. So now I'm going to try to source these spherical bearings. They should just be a standard part, but to me, being as I garage keep this car, it doesn't get driven in any kind of salt. Most of the time, these have been here now in Tennessee, and it's only got about 2 maybe 3,000 miles at the most on these. They should not be that stiff. Not extremely happy with that part of it. The arm itself, the quality is good. I've had no issues with any of the welds or anything like that. And I say these bearings right here, these have been on here the same amount of time. There's absolutely no rust in them. They're smooth. They're I can obviously move them with my fingers. Same with this one over here. This one moves nice and free with no issue. But for whatever reason, these right here have completely locked up, and I was hoping it was just going to be one side and just be a kind of like a fluke thing, but apparently not. So if you got these arms on your car, I would highly advise checking this right here, making sure the stud is tight, and making sure that they actually can move, because that's not right. Thanks for watching.